Welcome to Forgotten Coast Fishing. My name's David and I fish inshore and offshore, showing you what I do to find and catch fish. So while Harry here is taking his last walk around for his last break before we get on board, you can see there's a lot of fog, and I've had some exceptional days in the fog before, so we're gonna head out to the reef and see what we can pull up. I was headed out to our reef, and our water temperature is about 70 degrees, so I'm passing over kind of a large cluster of reefs. So on the way out, I'm gonna throw out a couple trolling plugs and maybe pull up a king mackerel, who knows. And what I'm gonna use, I've got this Rapala X-Wrap with a little bit of length of wire. And then on this other side, I've got a Rapala Magnum. So I'm just gonna set those out and just kind of troll for, I don't know, half hour or so as I'm heading out to that reef. And maybe we'll pick up something. All right, no luck trolling. So we're gonna go ahead and get these in and continue out to the reef. All right, so we made it out, looking at some good marks on the depth finder. I'm gonna go ahead and start out with this chicken rig with 2/0 circle hooks with some squid, just to kind of see what's down there. Man, look at this little bird. Man, that's not like a seabird. Look at him. I don't know my birds that well, but that's like a little, you know, bird from home. Man, check him out. Man, I'm glad he found something to hang on to. But anyway, I'm using this Shimano Talus PX medium rod, and this is my Daiwa BG 2500 reel. So, you know, since I'm kind of targeting something smaller, I didn't need anything that big. And, you know, sometimes when you start to get bigger reels and bigger rods, it's just a lot of weight that you really don't need. Oh, here we go. All right. Yep. So here we go. So you see this 2500, it's taking a little drag out, but it's not, whatever this fish is, it's not too much for it. Main thing is this rod. You know, you need a rod that's going to be able to handle this 4-ounce weight that I've got on the bottom, or if we go up to 6, you know, this rod can handle that. If I put this same 2500 reel on a inshore rod, it's going to just, that weight, you know, naturally is just going to be too heavy for the rod. We have got, oh, a good trick. Oh, a porgy. All right. Now, I caught these a couple trips ago, and I'm excited about these guys. You don't get them all the time, so that's kind of one of the excitement. The other is they're really good to eat. All right, so check them out. That was our first drop, our first fish, and the first one to go in the box. Oh, here we go. All right, man. This one just came up and snatched it. Oh, he's taking out some drag too. Yeah, this is a good one on this little reel and this little rod. I had just switched to this side of the boat. I wasn't getting anything at all after that first drop and first fish over there. So I switched over here and immediately got a nice little snatch and a nice little pull here. Harry doesn't see the bird yet. If he did, I'm sure he would be letting him know he was there. What have we got here? Red snapper. All right, that's why we were getting a good pull. Decent snapper. All right, well, let's get him off. Now, we're not deep enough to worry about bear trauma. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, this is just, you know, usually you're doing this squid with these light hooks on this chicken rig, and it's just, you know, a lot of times it's a fish every drop, which is really fun. Now, you're not catching super monsters or anything, but it's a lot of fun. But today, you know, it's 2 or 3 drops before I'm getting a fish, and it's just not a lot of, you know, bites and nibbles, you know, once I'm getting it down there. But we are getting them. They just kind of come in a little bit more slower waves. Another red snapper here. So let me get this guy off, and I've got some shrimp defrosting over there. I'm gonna put some of that on there and see if that makes a difference. And how I'm hooking this shrimp, I'm just pinching that head off and then just basically taking this hook and just running it through the body like this. and then pull that hook out once it gets close to the tail. Oh yeah, man. Here's a better one. Oh yeah, this is a better one. Man, I kind of let him have it this time. Just kind of let him kind of take that first bite or two. Yeah, he's taking out some drag and everything. And I know we're very close to the reef, yeah. So I want to be a little aware of that and try to get him away as best I can. But, you know, sitting here with a 2500 size reel, you can only do so much. But these aren't super big, fighting, pulling hard fish. So maybe we can get them up here. Let's see what we've got here. Is it going to be a snapper again? Or a big trigger? Oh, man. Oh, it's 2 trigger. That's what it is. Let's see if one of these happens to be over 15. And we got a really nice one last trip. He was 18 and a half. And that was a very nice trigger. I don't think either one of these guys are going to make it. But let's give them a measurement to see. Maybe the bottom one. That's a pile of fish right there, huh, Harry? All right, so here's the bigger one. Oh, man. He's almost 15. Like usual, you get those 15 and a half, 15 and 3/4, which is what that guy was. Let's let him go. I know this guy's even smaller, so let's get him back. Look at those green eyes when you kind of get them in the sun. And those teeth. And I'm not going to get my fingers too close, but you don't want to get your finger in there. Believe me, I've done it by accident. All right, I'm going to go ahead and change reefs. We're showing a lot of good marks on the depth finder. They're just not really biting. So maybe we'll have better luck at a new reef. Oh, okay, got him. All right, so this is that next reef we went to. This is our first drop. Got some shrimp on this chicken rig and immediately got a strike here. It's not super big, but let's see if it's something. Oh man, we got 2. Oh, is it 2 vermilion? Oh wow, man, 2 vermilion. That was worth a change there. Look at that. Man, these aren't the biggest ones out there, but 2 at a time. Man, that's nice. Yeah, so check these guys out. They only have to be 10 inches. These are about 11 or so, but this size vermilion, man, they make a nice fish fry. So we're gonna get these in the box, and I can keep 10 of them today, should we get that many. All right, I've got this kind of old shrimp. I just really want to kind of get out of my freezer. So we're gonna actually kind of use it as chum. I'm just gonna kind of throw little bits out at a time and see if that doesn't fire up these fish. You know, I was encouraged to get those 2 vermilion right off the bat anyway, but you know, throwing some other shrimp out like this is obviously not gonna hurt. Plus I can get that box out of my freezer. Oh, here we go again. All right, second drop, second fish. I do think it feels like that vermilion again. You know, they're easier to pull up than a red snapper. Obviously, they're a lot smaller. They're not quite as strong either, but they still have that tap, 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 which is what I'm feeling here. And, you know, I like using this light rig on these vermilions. You're less likely to tear their mouths, and you really don't need a lot of weight. So we've got 2 things here. We've got the tomtate I was talking about, plus a little vermilion. All right, this vermilion is only 10 and a half inches. So I'm gonna let this guy go. He is just a little on the small side. By the time you get them cleaned, you know, there's not gonna be a lot of meat on them. And they have a lot of meat on them for their size, but nonetheless, I think probably we'll end up catching some bigger ones. So we'll let that guy get down. Oh, okay, here we got him again. All right, this one feels a little bigger than that last one, unless it's 2 of them. Look, here we come with our beeliner. Yep, he's a nicer beeliner. Yep, nicer. Nicer beeliner. Look at that one. Yeah, so he's a little bit bigger. He's 14 inches. Well, let's get this one in the box. Man, they didn't even let this get to the bottom, y'all. It was just, I had felt taps and things as I was getting close to the bottom. Just kind of closed my bail, kind of let him take it for a second, and here he is. Man, he's kind of lightening up on me there. Yeah, he's a little one again. So we found the beeliners. Unfortunately, they're a little on the small side, But that's okay, man. We're catching some nice fish. But I'm not even going to measure him. Let's go ahead and get him on back. All right, here he is. Okay, got him again. Man, this is what I was saying earlier. Sometimes, you know, when you're using this chicken rig with squid or especially shrimp, you know, it's a drop and a catch, a drop and a catch. And that wasn't happening earlier. And I only moved, I think, like a quarter of a mile just to a different reef altogether. And we're getting into that, you know, more action. Now, they're not the biggest ones out there, but like I said, these will make a very nice fish fry. All right, I stopped this one down a little bit just to see if the bigger vermilion were hanging up off the bottom a little bit. And I don't know, he does seem like he's a little bigger, but let's see. Man, yep, he is a little bigger. So maybe that's it. Maybe the vermilion are just a little bit off the bottom. So he's about 13 inches, a little bit bigger. Not one of our monsters by any means, especially compared to the 18 and a half one we caught a couple trips ago, but nonetheless, a good fish. Oh, a bird's still here. I was wondering if he was going to make it changing reefs, but like I said, I didn't go too far. All right, I ran out of shrimp in that little bag I was working out of, so I put some bigger pieces of squid on there just to see if maybe that attracts the bigger vermilion. Oh, it might have. All right, yep, a little bit nicer. Man, they have a nice initial run, then they sort of give out and you think, man, have I lost him? And then no, I've got him, and then here they come. Yeah, he is a little bit bigger, just a little bit. Let's make a self-imposed limit of 12 inches. If he's 12 inches or longer, we'll keep him. And he's not, he's 11. So we'll let this guy go. All right, here we go. So I didn't go to the bottom with this one too. And this is that squid. And maybe he's a little bigger. He's not giving out like those other ones were. So maybe he is, or maybe we've got two. Yeah, we've got two. It's like a tomtate and a vermilion again. All right. All right. So he is like 11 and 15/16. So we'll round up to 12 and get this guy in the box. Here we go. All right, if this is a non-keeper, we're gonna change reefs. See if we can find some more of these guys that are a little bit bigger, because it does seem like we found the, you know, 8 to 11 kind of sized. Let's see, he might just make us have to make a decision here. Yep, he's 12, look at that. Mouth is right there at the edge. Pinch that tail, just a touch over 12. Well, let's get this one in the box. All right, oh man, this one may be it. This may be the over 12, or at least a solid 12. We've drifted 90 feet off our reef. We were pretty much right on it when we stopped, when we were getting those nicer ones, and this is a nicer one. I was right. So it seems like once we drifted a little ways off of it, we started getting those real smaller ones. But we just got this one, and it looks like we're starting to swing back, so maybe we'll give this reef a few more minutes. So this guy's just shy under 14, so we'll put this one in the box. I think this makes 7. All right, so this time I put a wad of squid on there. See if that attracts our bigger beeliner. Wad of squid, that's what I said. Oh lordy, look at this day. Man, you know, we started out with that fog, and it had gotten windy there when that fog was kind of rolling through. It kind of felt like a thunderstorm. It got cool, wind kind of picked up, kind of changed directions on us. Now we've got a lot of calm seas, and it's starting to get a little warm too, which is actually kind of nice. We haven't had, here we go, oh man, we haven't had this kind of weather in quite some time. All right, let's see if you're gonna be 12 inches or not. Oh, he might be. Yeah, I think this is going to be our above 12 one. Definitely. Let's be sure. All right, good job, Vermilion. That's why I keep saying it's real easy to tear their mouth, because that's exactly what happened. You know, I got him up here out of the water where he was a lot heavier, didn't support him, and you know, it either tore his mouth or, you know, just kind of made the hook pop off. But in any case, you know, you kind of want to ease these guys in best you can. All right, I'm not taking a chance. You saw what I was about to do, and you saw me lose a nice one on a couple trips ago. I'm not doing that again. So look at that. And he's 13 and a half. All right, 13 and a half. Let's get this guy in the box and get a fish check too. All right, guys. I'm glad I counted, because I counted 9. So we get one more. But let's get these guys nice and iced down. See if we can get our 10th one. Oh, sorry, bird. Man, I forgot about you. We need to give this bird a name. I think we'll name him Wilson. And the reason is, if you saw Castaway, Tom Hanks was trapped on this island by himself, and a volleyball washes up on shore, and he ends up naming it Wilson, and kind of gives him kind of a person or something to talk to. So I'm out here by myself now. I got Harry, but he's asleep over here. But I'm sitting here talking to this bird like he's my Wilson. You know, we're catching all these fish. I'm showing you the marks. You can see there's nothing there. No marks at all. And we're catching all these vermilion. Whereas on that other reef, we had all kind of marks and really weren't catching much of anything. So, oh, here we go. All right. Oh, man. This may be our 10th one, everybody. Let's see. Man, he's got some pull to him. Now, I'm getting a little tired myself, not because I'm pulling in giants, but pulled in so many. I don't know. Let's squish him down to see. He's 12. Yep, he did it. He's a little over 12, so we're going to put him in the box. And we have reached our limit with our vermilion snapper today. Man, look how beautiful these guys are. You see why we use smaller hooks. Look at that mouth. Whoops. See, they're not that big. So I'm just using 2/0 circle hooks, and that's doing the job. So, you know, I'm putting that, you know, piece of squid on there about that size. Anything bigger, they wouldn't really be able to kind of gulp it down. All right, so we just showed up at our 3rd reef, and I've got that free line back out there with the live tomtate, and I went back to this bottom fishing chicken rig with this squid again, hopefully just to kind of see what's down here. If it's just those smaller vermilions or something like that, we'll move along to our 4th one. You've come to eat some squid? I don't know if that's in your diet. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I got him again. Seems like every time I change sides of the boat, I get a fish. I wasn't getting anything on the other side after getting that last fish. Man, this feels like a dead weight. What is this? Look at this. What? This is strange. It's real. Oh, there he goes. I was like, man, have I got just the bottom or bringing something up? But it still doesn't have a lot of fight and pull to it. It's just, is it a trigger spinning around? Man, is it? Oh, and I got something over here, and this is our keeper trigger. Man, check out this trigger. He's gonna be our keeper. We got something over here. Let me get the free line. Man. Yep, all right, got him. Oh man, geez. All right, I don't know how long this had been on there. Oh man, oh geez. This is at 5,000 reel. So this doesn't have a lot of backbone to it. This is just a medium heavy rod. So this is gonna have to be babied in. Man, I'm glad that trigger's a keeper because he's going in the box. Geez. Oh man, what have we got here? I don't know what we've got here, everybody. Oh man, I'm so afraid of him popping off. Let's get over here. Geez, man, I don't really know where the reef is. I don't know if we're in danger. Man, he's coming up to the surface. What is this? Could this be like a kingfish or something? Yeah, this feels like a kingfish. Look at him coming up to the surface. Look, he's coming up to the surface. Or did we get a dolphin that grabbed the fish that was on here? Man, what have we got? Yeah, he's coming up to the surface. This is strange, everybody. I feel like maybe it's a kingfish, but oh look, it is a dolphin. Or something, or is it a shark? Man, I see something on the surface. You see that? What have I got here? Man, see him on the surface? Oh, that's just a shark. Yeah, that's just a shark on this little lighter rig here. Now he's not coming on board, I can tell you that. But maybe we can get him up and get a good look at him. Yeah, look at that shark, everybody. You see him? He's a nice one. I'm surprised he hasn't broken the... Yeah, look at this shark. Oh man, there he goes. Yeah, that's a good shark. Oh, how's he not broken this line so far? I know it's a lot. Oh, there he goes, he broke it. Man, because this was just 60-pound leader. Yeah, I know he's there, but Harry, we had a big shark out here. But this was just a 60-pound leader. And see, he broke the hook right there. But that was kind of exciting. Okay, Harry, let's get him off. Let's see what this guy measures out to be. Man, I was just thinking it's 2 o'clock. Should head on in since we weren't getting a lot of activity. And we get these two things, a nice trigger and a big shark. All right, so he's 17. So we got a 17-inch trigger right here at the end of the day. Very nice, everybody. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head on back. You know, we didn't catch a lot of monsters today, but most of our trophy fish are out of season right now anyway. So, you know, it was really nice to get out here and catch a lot of nice fish for the dinner table. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you won't miss my future videos. So until next time, hope to see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing. All right, Wilson's ready for the ride home. Now you need to stay in here, Wilson, so you don't fly away.